Sana had dreams of working here in the UK as a doctor, but that dream became a nightmare when she failed her IELTS test just 30 days before her visa deadline. But her journey didn't end there. With a few simple changes, she didn't just pass the test, she jumped to an amazing 8.5. And she was making the same writing mistakes most of you are making without even realizing it. So let me show you what those mistakes are, how we helped her fix them, and how these tips will massively improve your writing. Sana was super confident that she was going to get the IELTS score that she needed. And like many IELTS students, she told herself, it's just an English test. She was so confident that she spent more time searching for apartments in London than she did actually studying. Like many students, she'd memorized lots of essay structures, she'd practiced her essays, and she was totally confident that she was going to write the perfect essay. She believed that her score would reflect her true ability in English. And on test day, she went in there with the same confidence that Ronaldo shows when he's stepping up to take a penalty. And she failed. This not only put her medical career in jeopardy, but if she didn't pass her test within the next 30 days, she would lose her UK visa. Sana stared at her IELTS results in disbelief. This can't be right, she said. I'm better than this. One of the most frustrating things about the IELTS test is if you fail, they don't explain why you failed. And for most students, why they think they failed and why they actually failed in reality are two completely different things. So I decided to show Sana exactly what the problems were, and I gave her some one-on-one feedback on her essays. And after looking at her essays for about 10 seconds, I knew exactly which mistakes that she was making. The mistakes were very clear for anyone to see in black and white and a ton of red ink. And when I pointed out these mistakes to Sana, she was really shocked and surprised. And this is the real mistake that students make. And to make that mistake even worse, it's tough when someone criticizes you. We are all human. No one likes to be told that they are wrong. And for these reasons, at this stage, most students just give up completely. But this is what Sana said.
You can't just stay static, just think that everything is going to be fine, because what people do is they keep on repeating the test, thinking, okay, I didn't do well this time, maybe next time the paper is going to be easy or something. It's not going to change. If you don't put in the effort, the results are going to be the same.
She dedicated herself to writing essays every single day. She memorized all of the structures in our VIP course, and she copied all of the Band 9 samples in there as well. But every time I checked her work and gave her feedback, her score remained low. I'm doing everything you told me, she said. So I reviewed her essays again and identified the crucial issue. It's your grammar, especially articles. You can't score high if you have grammar mistakes in nearly every sentence. Remember, IELTS is an English test. It's like someone buying the biggest cookbook, using the fanciest cooking utensils, following the recipes exactly, but then forgetting the most important thing in cooking, the ingredients. She had been so focused on structures and strategies that she forgot the most important thing about the test: proficiency in English. Now, the good news for Sana was she had someone telling her exactly what her grammar mistakes were. But the bad news was, like most students, she hated doing boring grammar drills and grammar exercises. So instead, what we did with Sana was we got her to do things in English that she loved. She loved reading novels in English, and she loved watching documentaries in English. And while she was doing those things, she noticed all of the article usage in the books and listening to the documentary. So she was improving this area of grammar without even really thinking about it. And it was working. Her next essay that I gave her feedback on had 0 article mistakes in it. But now we had a new problem, and her test is in just 7 days. So the grammar mistakes are all gone, but it's now taking her 1 hour to write an essay that should only really take 40 minutes. You see, it doesn't matter how good your English is or how perfect your essays are if you can't finish them on time. So I timed her while she was writing an essay, and I noticed right away what the problem was. She was spending way too much time trying to write the perfect introduction. Then when she started to write her main body paragraphs, she'd get lost and have to start all over again. You see, writing an essay is like going on a journey to a new place. If you don't have a guide showing you what to do, you're going to get lost. Even the most experienced mountain climbers in the world hire a Sherpa to help guide them going up Mount Everest. And after this, I knew exactly what she needed to do, but she wasn't going to like it. What you need to do is write a plan before you start writing your essay. And as expected, she wasn't very happy. Are you serious? I don't have time to finish my essay and you're giving me extra work? How will I have time to plan as well? So it's now the day before her test. As normal, she emails me, asks me to give her some feedback on her essays, and I refuse. I tell her, I'll only give you feedback if you write a plan. The plan forces her to stick to the structure. Instead of thinking what to write next, she just writes about each point on the plan. This means that she does all of her thinking during the planning stage, and then she doesn't really have to think when she's writing her essay. She can just focus on writing the essay exactly as it states in the plan. And after her test, I get this email. Hi Chris, I finished everything on time, but I still think I failed. Please find the essay I wrote in the test attached. What score do you think it is? Sana. And I email her back. Hi Sana, I know this is tough, but you have to try to stop worrying. You were right to be confident last time. You did have that problem with articles, but you identified it and fixed it. Planning helped you follow the exact strategies and structures we teach on the VIP course, and you also finished on time. Remember, it's just an English test, and this time you showed them what your true level is. And on results day, she got an amazing 8.5. She got her visa, and she's been working here in the UK as a doctor ever since. If you want to learn the same things that Sana learned, in this free IELTS course, I'm going to teach you the same things that I taught Sana. All the same structures and samples that she used to get an 8.5, and we're giving free feedback as well. I've made it available on YouTube for a limited time only. Click here to start your journey.